tackling a tricky topic. Members of the Life Matters Trust are preparing for their annual event to mark World Suicide Prevention Day, a global campaign about starting conversations around suicide and highlighting the help that's available. Trust Chairwoman Corinda Taylor says it's time to talk about the issue that's been off limits for too long.
There's a big stigma attached to suicide and mental unwellness, so people tend to not talk about it, and that creates this atmosphere of loneliness for people that are affected by attempted suicides or completed suicides.
The country's provisional suicide toll is at its highest since the Coroner's Office started releasing annual statistics. Between last June and May this year, 569 people died by suicide, 40 more than the previous year. Of the total number, 41 were in Otago and Southland, and Taylor says more needs to be done at a higher level to reduce the statistics.
Yes, we need to talk about it, but I think it's also a governmental problem. They need to spend more money on suicide prevention, and they need to really make sure that clinicians are up to date with their training in crisis assessment.
University of Otago chaplain Reverend Greg Hughson is helping to organise this year's event alongside students. About 150 people attended last year and more are expected this time around. And Hughson says facilitating discussion between so many people can make a real difference.
An event of this nature, which has been very carefully prepared with safety in mind, I believe is very worthwhile and can lead to lives being saved.
Mental health experts will talk about suicide prevention at the gathering, where trained counsellors will be on hand to make sure people know there's always help available. Ruby McAndrew, 39, Dunedin News.